What's going on, everybody? It's me, 7 and today we're going to be playing some Naya. You hear that? What's going on? Are you okay?
There's elves with baseball bats and wolves!
Elves with bats and wolves? We got to check this out. Alright, here we are, Voja Elves. It is basically a mono-green Elves list with a little bit of red and a little bit of white in here to pay for the kicker on Iconoclast, to pay the red and white in Voja's mana cost, and to pay for Wild Ride, which is the only new card we're currently playing in the list. But I'm rehashing this list from a long time ago. I haven't played Voja in too long, and I really wanted to. So it's 5 mana Naya, 5/5 Vigilant Trample with Ward 3, an insanely high ward cost. Whenever it attacks, we put X +1/+1 counters on each creature we control, where X is the number of elves we control, and then we draw a card for each wolf we control. So we're only ever drawing one card because we only control one wolf, but we can put a massive amount of counters on everything very quickly. We can power him out as early as turn 3 by going turn 1 Llanowar Elves, turn 2 Elvish Archdruid, and then turn 3 Voja, and then play a bunch of elves afterwards, pump the things that we already have on the battlefield into oblivion, and it's great. I'm playing this over Craterhoof Behemoth because it's a much better standalone card. Craterhoof Behemoth is very difficult to cast if our opponent can remove our Elvish Archdruids or just our Mana Dorks in general, and playing it as an 8-drop 5/5 basically just a 6/6 trample haste is not that great, whereas Voja is difficult to remove. It's got vigilance and trample, it draws us a card when it attacks, and it makes every elf we play afterwards even better. So it's, in my opinion, it's a little bit better of a win con. Plus we have Tyvar the Pummeler as a win con, Elvish Archdruid and Wilt Leaf Liege are also win cons by just pumping it all up, and then we also have Leaf Crown Visionary. So I've kind of split up the lords a little bit to take advantage of all the different things that they have to offer, and as well as a meta call, you know, having a couple Wilt Leaf Liege in there against the Pixie decks. We've got a single copy of Ghost Vacuum in the list to help deal with graveyard strategies for hard-hitting questions, because typically our creatures are big enough to get anything out of the way that's a problem. And man, is this deck fun. It's lightning fast. I have won so many games on turn 4 with this deck, and it's just a blast. It's so fun, and Voja is just an amazing card. Hardly any of this stuff rotates. Leaf Crown Visionary rotates, but I mean, we've got plenty more Elf Lords. The rest of this is, I believe, safe. Sentinel Stewart's not necessary in the list, and everything else is safe, except for maybe some of the lands, because we're losing, I know we're losing the fast lands, but again, the list will still be viable post-rotation for the most part, and it's awesome. At the time of recording, we're sitting at 11-4, which is a 73% win rate, so let's put it through another 15 games and see where we land. Let's get into it. Alright, it's Voja time! Let us get our Voja Elves on. This looks good to me. Meticulous Archive, alright. Question is, do we play Archdruid or Gwenna next? Ooh, with Winan's Elite next. I think it's Gwenna. Synthesizer, huh? Alright, can we outrun Synthesizer? I think we can with this hand. Ooh, Wild Ride is huge, actually. So we go and get a green. And then repurposing Bay makes 1 token, and then we should just be able to absolutely crush him here. We play Voja. Play Elvish Visionary. Hard-hitting question. The token out of the way. Wild Ride the Voja. Get in for a punch. That was turn 4, ladies and gentlemen. GG. All right, let's see if we can do that again. BYOP. Yeah. Opponent's going first. Can we be on the play, please? That'd be cool. This isn't a terrible hand, though. Opponent took a mulligan. They are playing Boros. Well, this is a good... That was a good draw, because that means that we can play Voja pretty quickly. Carrot cake for the opponent. So it's Boros token control, so we gotta get them taken care of before they... Before they can board wipe us. Voja's ward is insane, so we shouldn't have to be worried about single target removal. But even them like torching our elves would slow us down quite a lot. Authority's annoying, but it's not that bad. Because at the end of the day, like we do play haste like with Wild Ride, but Voja coming in tapped isn't going to hurt us any. The Iconoclast not being able to come in untapped next turn kind of sucks. See if our opponent wants to give up their rabbit tokens. Nope. Alright. Well, do they have a Day of Judgment? Or a split up? If they have that, we're toast. It's the only thing that sucks about this deck is it's very, 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 very weak to board wipes. But man, is it easy pickings any other time. Like, this is an impressive board for 3 lands on the board. This is turn 3. Going into turn 4. Caretaker's Talent. Draws. And scoops. They didn't even let us do the cool thing. Alright. GG. Ah, man. Alright. This deck is fast. Critical error. Let's see if we can keep it up. This is a slow hand. We're on the play and we get a slow start. This is not a lot better, but we'll take it. We really gotta hope that they don't have removal for Leaf Crown Vision. Ah, it's a black deck. Duress. Thankfully, that's probably not hurting us too badly. If this lives a turn, maybe we can stabilize. If they kill this, we're probably in trouble. It lived! And we draw a land. My goodness. Roar! Take 1. That was not the correct target. Opponent says lands, am I right? Well, that wasn't the right target, so... Absolutely should have hit the Leaf Crown Visionary. But, I mean, it may not even matter, because they may just have board wipes and removal for the rest of the game. But still, the right thing for them to do would have been to target the Leaf Crown Visionary. On the bottom. Oh, they're missing land drops. Okay. I'll take it. Draw. scoop. This deck is so ridiculous. I know we could be playing Craterhoof Behemoth with this deck, but I mean, Voja's so fun. And Voja's buff stays forever, and he's hard to remove because of his ward, so I don't know. I love Voja, and I think it's a much more, like, it's definitely a better card if they wipe your board, so. Brandon! Let's see if we can keep this streak up. This is reasonable. Go get a forest with this. It's mono red. Alright. Can we outrun mono red? I think the answer is yes. If we live long enough to get a board going. If they just go like mouse and shock this turn, that's gonna suck. Monstrous Rage, yeah. If that's all they do this turn, then we're probably fine. And they still have a shock after. No? Okay. I am going to bet on them not being able to kill me next turn. And hopefully... Oh, it's Quarry Steel, okay. Hopefully me playing Tyvar and hard-hitting questioning their Swift Spear will be enough to keep us alive after that. Nothing else, really. Wow, alright. Well, I'm gonna attempt a hard-hitting question. Any spell, though, and it doesn't work. Yeah, oh well. I still attack. I'm really surprised they didn't burst lightning my face last turn. Stock up means that they can get a land and a spell. Right now they don't have any blue, so no bouncing. If they just go attacking, I think we win here. GG. Too fast for is it? Too fast for is it? San Lucas 68, the crafty. I love this hand. Well, I say I love it. I'm not like... We need a payoff. But I am not unhappy with this hand. Spectral Sailor, huh? Okay. Do they have a counter for Buena? Or a bounce spell? This is like mono blue flash flyers. I think we'll be okay. They've obviously got something they can do here, and they're trying to figure out whether it's worth it. Okay, into the flood maw, sure. Slows us down. Well, now I'm gonna play Elvish Archer and see what happens. Try to get rid of this thing. They're gonna bounce it. Okay. That is a thing they can do. Primeborn Cutthroat is an interesting card. I'll give them credit for that. They have a counter. Yes, they do. I mean, at the very least, I can get a lord on the battlefield later on for 6 mana. No attacks. Another Primeborn Cutthroat. Still just gets him with the 1/1. Counterspell this time too. Now I have 2 lords under here. Unfortunately, our opponent does play into the Flood Maw, so if they have into the Flood Maw, we get a fish out of it, but we lose our lords underneath the Ghost Vacuum. Opponent's being smart. Oh, Enduring Curiosity sucks. Now they're drawing cards every time they get in. I didn't need to tap that extra mana for that. Oops. Well, he can't get in with the flyer anymore, which is good. These, if he bounces this, it actually comes back to our hand, which is pretty sweet because it's not just a token. I wonder if he knows that. Or she. I wonder if they know that. It looks like they have something. They can bounce one of the lords, then obviously they can get him with the sailor and draw, which is annoying. They hold back. We drew a land. That is not helpful. Well, I guess we start getting in with these guys, and if he wants to start blocking, then he can start blocking. We can't just sit here and do nothing, though, when we're drawing only lands. Okay, so he does have a bounce, which means he can eat one of these for free, which is annoying. I guess he's technically eating them both for free since the curiosity sticks around. draw a card with the Sailor. Oh, this is so frustrating. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is annoying. Well, our opponent can draw an extra card every turn, and we can't. We are just drawing lands, and that is unfortunate. That happens sometimes. Yep. Oh my, okay. This is getting to a point where it's not fair. Eventually our opponent's going to dig their way out of this like situation where they feel like they can't attack. I can't make this stuff up. This is the only reason we're losing right now. Any spells in our deck right now would be huge helps. Even mana dorks right now are 1 mana 3/3s and would be giving us the ability to do something, but unfortunately we have done nothing but draw lands for the last, what, 4 or 5 turns consecutively? Our opponent's drawn like 10 extra cards more than us. They're at 36 to 42, so sure. Opponent's going to draw 2 cards from the Curiosity because they haven't drawn enough cards yet. The irony that I said even a mana dork would be nice. Well, we found it. Give me Tyvar, man. We're just dead, aren't we? Like if we ever draw Tyvar there and we have enough board presence, they're just dead. Please this one time, let me top deck Tyvar without them having an answer. Well, they can't counter him, so I can pump my board regardless, but they've drawn so many cards, they've probably got like 10 unsummons in their hand. Come on. Let me eke it out the fun way. Well, that was the only way they were winning that. Man, that sucked. Oh well. Labadessa. Let's do it. To it. Get our Voja. Sure. We don't have to play the passage on one. Meticulous Archive. Maybe we should have played the passage. No, because we can play Gwenna on turn 3. We don't have to play Tyvar. Whirling Dragonstorm, so it's probably Omni. Lord, deliver me my my Ghost Vacuum quickly, please. Alright, Archive. Not an Omni. Draw. Omni. Oh, ooh, okay. Alright. Well, let's go get... We don't currently have a white mana, so let's... I know Gwenna can tap for white, but we don't want to risk that. So could I have done? I don't think I could have done that without tapping Gwyneth. Because we needed too much green mana. Alright, Bitter Reunion. They have to have an exile-based answer to Tyvar or they're dead. Or a bounce spell. That does it. GG. Well, we didn't even need the 3-tree city. To answer the question if we can beat Omni, I mean, granted, they didn't have their Omni in the yard right away, but we did it. It is Flippin' T-Rex. It's a Flippin' T-Rex, man! It's right over there. Okay. We need at least one other creature for turn 3 Voja. Or a Ghost Vacuum or something like that. Otherwise, Voja comes down on turn 4, which is fine. Drawing Gwenna would be super sweet, but we'll take whatever we can get. As long as we can cast spells and play the game, I'm happy. It looks like our Elves is probably not living anyway, so... Them's the beats. Well, at least there's the red. Quick shot show off. Well, another Vojo is probably not the best draw there. Pacer's talent. If we lose this game, it's honestly just going to be because I probably kept a bad hand. Them having the removal for Llanowar Elves was rough. It happens. Sometimes they bolt a bird and you lose. We can draw any other elf. Like, that sucks, but I mean, he's not tapping for mana right now anyway. It's more of the fact that we're taking 7 here that's annoying. Alright, Iconoclast is good. This at least lets us get the show off the board. Land and we can play Voja. Anything else is fine too. Looks like they're gonna buy back their... Or they're gonna into the Flood Maw? I'm trying to figure out what they're doing here. Okay. Well, at least gives us something to do this turn. Well, this time we'll give it haste. And we'll go ahead and pop the token. Get in for 4. Opponent was already considering buying back their... Burst Lightning, so they're probably gonna do that and then go ahead and Burst Lightning the Iconoclast now. Alright. Well, there's another one. I'm just gonna play it. I can't keep taking pain from this Carpulse and 4, especially because we do eventually have to take a pain to play Voja. Stock up. Oh. What a draw. That should solve their problem. We're actually running them out of resources for a moment there. Did they really just get Slick Shot, Show Off, and Monstrous Rage? Like, wow! Oh, my life. And now we're at 3, so we die to a Bolt Wave. It's too late. There's some small chance they have 2 lands in their hand. Of course not. So close. I mean, if we just drawn that land a couple turns earlier or drawn something else, I think we'd have been fine, but it happens. Chicken 3001. It's a chicken from the year 3001. This looks good to me. We'll find a white source of some kind eventually. Opponent's got options. They kept it on top. See how punny I am? Corey Steel Cutter. You got it. Arc Druid number 1. We'll probably lose this to a Burst Lightning, but it's our best chance for outracing them. Like playing Dwynen's Elite there's... Okay. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now we're cooking with grease. So Dwynen's Elite. Elvish Shark Druid number 2. Hard-hitting question here, so if he has an Into the Flood Maw, we can recast it. Ghost Vacuum. Eat the Slick Shot. And get in for 5. I'd say that's a heck of a turn 4 for us, so... Burst Lightning our face, sure. Bouncing that doesn't do anything for you. Alright. We got him. Well, this time we just won with the natural elf goodness, but... Alright, and we're back for the post-game wrap. So, 30 games, 70%. Very, very good win rate. Very strong showing from the deck. It felt amazing. The deck just felt super fast. It just ran over everything. The only decks we really struggled against, as you can see here, are decks with black mana. You know, the Orzhov list, the mono black demons list, and we still won a game against each of those. But I mean, the decks that literally just are cut down, go for the throat, cut down, go for the throat every single turn are very difficult for this deck to deal with, because if we can't ever get on the board, we cannot win. So obviously, if you're playing a ton of mono black, which I'm not really, I played 3 games against mono black and 3 against Orzhov, but I mean, we still ended up with a 70% win rate, even with playing 6 matches against black based decks. And as you saw in the videos, man, this deck is just, there are games where you just go 1, 2, 3, 4 win. It's got so many ways to win between Voja and Tyvar the Pummeler, and just the pumping from Wilt Leaf Liege and Elvish Shark Druid and Leaf Crown Visionary. Sometimes we just go Visionary, Wilt, you know, Elvish Shark Druid into Wilt Leaf Liege, and we've just got a huge board of little guys that are now 4/4s and 5/5s, and it's great. So Elves feels really good right now. There's so much support for it in Foundations. This is a mostly rotation proof set deck. Voja isn't going anywhere because Murders doesn't rotate till next year. And honestly, I really think Voja is a better win con than Craterhoof Behemoth, even though it does require us to play around with our mana base a little bit more. But I mean, we get to play Yavimaya Iconoclast in the list and actually reliably pay the kicker, which is pretty nice. And and I think the deck is absolutely worth giving a try. Most of this stuff is commons and uncommons. There's a handful of rares in here, like the lords are rares, but the only mythics are going to be Tyvar and Voja. And yeah, it's sweet. I really hope that you'll give this deck a try. It felt great. It got me from, we started at like 84% mythic. Like I had like a really bad losing streak just testing some decks for you guys, and went from like 97% mythic way down to like 86% mythic, and then this brought me back up into the 90s at least. So very, very fun deck, very strong showing. And yeah, I hope that you'll take a quick moment, if you enjoyed this, to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Every single one of those helps. I appreciate all of you who've made it this far with me into the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.